What's going on YouTube? I'm Cooper, this is the CooperMusicPage, and today we're going to be talking about the CAGED system. Now, if you are like me, you've seen a bunch of videos on YouTube about the CAGED system, and as like me, you go, wow, that's really complicated. There's a lot of theory in these videos. They don't really go over the basics very well. Why would I use this? Why would I even need to know any of this? Well, I'm going to show you the very basics so that hopefully you have that foundation that I've rarely found on YouTube in order to get you going into those more complicated videos on theory and how to implement this. There's great videos on YouTube about how the CAGED system works and how to use it and everything, but there's very few that actually tell you like the very basics and what it kind of means so that you can apply it properly. So hopefully this video can be a jumping off point to you going into some of the more theory heavy or more complex videos that kind of are scary right now, going into the more detailed applications of the CAGED system. Okay, so what the CAGED system actually means is that you can play any of these major chords by just using the shapes C, A, G, E, D. Now the shapes for those we've already kind of learned, but I'm just gonna go over them really quickly. This is your C shape. Then you have your A shape. Then you have your G shape, E, and D. Now we're gonna move those down the neck and we're gonna replace this nut where you would have your open shapes with a bar to get those shapes down the neck. So in order, they go C, A, G, E, D. So you have C, and then if you find your root, C, and bar that, make an A shape. And then next is G, you find your root, make a G shape, and then you bar it back here. E, you find your root, make your E shape, and then find your root and make a D shape. So that's all that CAGED is. It's taking all those shapes in order and saying start somewhere and you can play it down the neck. Now that's with the C, starting at the C in CAGED. So if we do this starting with the E shape, we have our open E shape that everybody knows. So we go to the D shape, find the root, get your D shape. Then we can start there and build our C shape. And then we go into our, find our root, A shape. And then we have our G shape, if we find our root here. Bar that. And then we are back to our E shape. So you can start this at any point in the sequence and follow that formula all the way down the neck, giving you C, A, G, and E shapes in that order to find your chords. And it really helps you realize that you're never really too far away from your next chord, no matter what it could be. So that's the CAGED system in a nutshell. You find your root anywhere on the neck, and that's where you realize where your positions are in that order. So if we're on our D shape, we go up to our C shape. Then what's next is the A shape. Then you get your G shape with the D right here. Then you have your E shape. Then back to your D shape. I hope you found this video helpful getting the foundation of the CAGED system down. If you got something out of this video, go ahead and give it a like. Write down in the comments below if you know or use the CAGED system before. And now hopefully you have an understanding to go into those more complicated, great videos on how to apply this a little bit better with that base knowledge that they kind of forget to go over in the beginning of the CAGED videos. As always, don't forget to subscribe. It takes absolutely nothing for you to do it, and it means absolutely everything to me. I appreciate it very much. We put out new videos on Mondays and do a live stream here every Wednesday. So join us there, request a song, and hang out halfway through your week with some live music. Until next time, keep on rocking.